here on Update India. So
Yeah.
before
Thank
starting,
you so much, Sheen.
I would like to introduce our viewers about Dr. Nisha ma'am. So, Dr. Nisha ma'am is a celebrity psychologist from past 18 plus years, and she is one of the leading marriage and family counselor. She has even done 2 years diploma in astrology and conferred the title of Jyotish Visharda. Even she delivered a TEDx talk, and the topic was stress to happiness. She appeared as an expert psychologist at different TV channels, and she is awarded as India's Best Marriage and Family Counselor 2018, and she has received a Social Impact Award for exemplary work in the field of women empowerment, marriage counseling, and motivational speaking, and many more. So, I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, dear.
So let's we start, ma'am. So, ma'am, my very first question is to you. Amid the pandemic, it's so challenging to keep us positive. So, what kind of routine should we follow to make a way to make positive, to like have that positivity around us and be away from the negative vibes?
I would say if you want to start your day with the first positive thought, the moment you got up, you are healthy, fine. Because as we know that in pandemics times, everyone is having the illness or a fear of illness. Or more or less, I would say we are in touch with our surrounding people, with our families, with our friends, with our neighbors, and the outer circle. So we found one or the other family member is suffering from one or the other disease or for this pandemic COVID. So in this process, if we will want to make our mindset positive, we have to say positive affirmation. We have to be very grateful for what we are having. We should show gratitude towards that. We are blessed. We got up in the day and we are healthy, fine. We have a roof over our head. We are getting good food. So I would say we should be thankful for that, because if we compare ourselves with those people who are not even having such things with them in surroundings, and they have more danger as compared to us. So we are even in our homes sitting safe, even watching news or having social media, and all those process we says that we are inside the house, we are somewhere safe. And in that purpose, definitely, if our routine would be disciplined, get up on time, sleep on time. I would still say, even as an expert, I will try my best. 4 5 days बहुत अच्छा होता है, एक दो दिन हो जाता है. So try to be very positive. Say to say, okay, you are doing your best in the day. If you are not, because most of the time in last 1 year, people actually not have a disciplined routine, and they were getting up in late, sleeping late nights, getting up in the mornings. I too have work in the late night sometimes because I have calls at different countries and different clients. So that's why maybe I sometimes sleep late and thought, okay, I need to wind up myself. But I still requested that everybody, if they are, you are getting up at time, get involved into exercise, have a healthy diet, lots of water intake, be surrounded with positive people, not with people who make you fearful about that this will happen, that will happen, don't do this, don't do that. Too much instructions, and there is so much of surrounding. I will say, I don't know about others, but I know this job. I will say, okay, I need my own space. So go with your pace. But if you are not, if you are getting too much late, make it half an hour early. That's at least you can make it a, I will say, improve in your daily routine, and take time out for self. Spend some time with your own emotions, do those activities which makes you happy, except work, except household work. Why I'm saying work, people who are professionals, who are working from home, they are to working. Sometimes we feel like, okay, too much workload at working from home, because the coordination is a big problem. So in that scenario, and people like housewives, even the working women manage house, kids, home, and especially in lockdown period, when people have not a facilities, especially if you go to the middle class, they have to do all the households by their own. In that case, it's very difficult because you are not immune to. We are dependent on our employees, our staff. So in that particular scenario, to keep your mindset positive, that's very important. And think about your comfort zone. If you need help, ask for help. That's very important. It doesn't mean that okay, you are tired and you are not telling. If you somebody's or even the household kids are not following their routine, at least you can put the responsibilities on their shoulder. So fix some timing. This is the food timing. This is the lunch times. Take time off. Spend time together as a family also, and take individual me time also. That's very important.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, the initial times, there were the people who were like, almost, we have got this time and we will just be more productive, focused towards a career, we will spend a lot of time with the families. But gradually, this thing was lost somewhere. And now we are once again lethargic and want this thing to be over. We are frustrated with the life we are living. So, how can we reboot ourselves towards that same mentality that now we need to be more productive and focused again in the going into initial days of the lockdown? So, how we can reboot ourselves?
So I would say in this particular scenario, when you say this, that we have to think about rebooting ourselves, then one thing I would always say is that the best thing is that what we can do is that we can focus on what are the dreams are, what we want to do in our life when we have not, our ambitions are not fulfilled. So at least we can talk about that, how we can fulfill our ambitions, make a dream list, how your dreams can be fulfilled, what work you want to do if the lockdown is over, if this phase is over. I would say not make a big dream goals, make it once a week. What you want to do on the personal level, what you want to do on the professional level, what do you want to do on the family level. Smaller goals. It's not only about getting, because we people are not in the habit of too much into the families also. There are lots of people from different places living in metros. They went back to their hometowns, spending time, and either going to college, everyday students now sitting at home. So I would say even social media is that medium. Somewhere we need to find it out what our goals are. It's not about only always interacting with family, interacting with friends. It's a journey. It's a time for our own self analysis. We can say deep into meditation if we can spend time. It's called mindfulness. People says live in present. Ask yourself the questions. What do you want to do? Why you want to do? How you want to do? So all those questions would be there. If you are ambitious enough, what motivates you? Watch motivational videos. I remember there was a time in the pandemic I was not well. I got hospitalized also. And I remember when I was back, I was feeling so tired, damn fatigue was too much higher. So if I work for 1 hour, I have to sleep for 3, 4, 5 hours. I remember I started watching the interviews of people who are successful, their life journeys, their life stories, which inspired you a lot. I don't know, but it inspired me a lot. I started reading books. I started reading about different disorders. So it's how you want to motivate yourself. This is my way. Somebody gets into poetry. How you want to get back to life? It's you know the best. One thing is not working, you try another. Join certain courses. It's like how you want to improve yourself. Every person has different pace. Don't compare yourself with others. What your friends are doing, what your family is doing, what you want to do. And if you're not getting the answer, sit with self alone. Ask yourself why you are feeling so. What do you want to do? Is it only you want to go out of the house, or is it something else which is bothering? Because I think so sometimes we are associating everything with this pandemic. I can say that with this pandemic, economic slowdown is there, social gatherings are slowed down, we have limited resources. All these things are there. We are unable to meet people to whom we want to talk. We are maybe not able to talk. So all those things at a distance from our loved ones. It's okay to be with all these things, but somewhere we need to. What is our priority list? Our priority list is to be focused on work. Our priority list to be where to. About our priorities, then we can resolve our this such sort of issues of ours.
Exactly, ma'am. Exactly.
So
You're right.
that is very much required. Because each person has a different problem, different set of issues. Because some people at home, when I dealing with cases, some people at home is bothering about their relationship. Some are bothering about their health issues. Some are bothering about their work-life balance. Some are bothering about their time management. Some are bothering about their low self-esteem issues. The abuse issues are there. The compatibility issues are there. So I don't know, like every person has different set of problems. You can't apply the same rule to each and every one. But definitely we all are going through a stressful phase. And this stressful phase, to be happy, I will say watch lots of comedy. Make it the part of life. Getting negative thoughts, write it down on a piece of paper, tear it. A good amount of sleep is required. So if you are getting sleep, that's okay. So that's required.
All right, ma'am. So next question is, ma'am, there were students who were questioning that because of so much of uncertainty, their syllabus are changing and everything is going on. So in this time of pandemic, how they can make a best decision for themselves to choose a career when it comes about choosing a course, because they're not getting interest in online classes, they're not having a one-to-one interaction with the teachers, and in this point of time they're not finding any subject even interesting too. So how they can choose the very best option for them?
I would say when you are unable to decide, one thing is that you have to sit with yourself. What is the subject of your choice? What if you will do and further study in that subject? What are the positive and negatives? Because you know your strength, you know your weakness. If you are not aware, the career counselors are available. You can talk to a career counselor one-to-one basis and sort out your issues. Sometimes we are not aware about our strengths. I remember yesterday in UK, I was dealing with one of my client, and his whole family is of doctors, and he's also doing one of the colleges in London. His MBBS, and he said to me, my brother is a good student, bright student. He's into lost into research. He's MBBS, and he's doing from the best of the college of London. And I am not doing good. I dropped last year. So his concern was I can't get into surgery. I said, who said it to you? You can't get into surgery. Must maybe your parents said it? Yes. He said yes. My parents said it. So sometimes there is one word called belief system. Belief system is what we think about self, what our parents say think about us, what our teachers think about us, what our peer pressure thinks about us, or surrounding people think about us. We make our opinions about us. All this makes our belief system. So whenever we get into any situation or any adversity, our belief system gets activated. And consequences, which is the part of ABC model, is of a CBT, cognitive behavior therapy. C is of consequences. So when I was interacting with him or was talking about the CBT model, he said, my family said it to me. I said, your family said. So your role is to challenge the belief system. So we counselors can help you to challenge the belief system. You need to say, you want to do, nothing is impossible. I'm possible, it itself says. But you should be convinced you want to do that. Not your parents are saying you can't do that, no, your siblings are saying you can't do that, or your teachers are saying you can't do that. So this is your career problem, I would say. The belief system. You think you can't do, so I'm sorry. You think you can't do anything. If you think you can do everything, I would say everything
Exactly,
is
ma'am.
possible in this world. Impossible itself says I am possible.
Exactly, ma'am. It's so true. Like, this is literally very, very true, and this is something the most teenagers would relate to this thing. So, with this, the fourth question comes that amid this pandemic, ma'am, there are a lot of anxiety. The slightest sneeze or a fever is something that, all right, he must be getting some symptoms of COVID-19. So, what can be done to make sure that this anxiety is not affecting us?
So one thing is anxiety, another is fear. I will correct it to your question now. So anxiety is like something will happen because the stressor is there. It may be we are having a probability it may happen in future. But I would say if you are getting anxious, first identify, then communicate what you can do about it. Second thing is due to this anxiety. So in fear situation, there is a needle the situation. Most of the time we handle the situation in three ways. Okay, first way, how we hurt and fight. So flight is that mode. It's like forget everything and run away. Like people a month back, what we were doing in the corona situation. Forget everything, corona came, we forgetting this, and we are doing our things. Without mask, we are moving, we are gathering, we are doing social gatherings, we are started leading it exactly normal life without any fear. So that is forget everything and run away. That is flight mode. Then comes it freeze mode. So when you say that people are having a fear, that is called FEAR, false equations appearing real. So when you say false equations appearing real, it means the thoughts are in our head. Either we got blank, we are lost in thoughts, we are thinking this may probably will happen to me. Maybe I may suffer from COVID. that I am actually having this fear. I'm having this anxiety. And then communicate, speak to the doctor. Don't do self-medication at all. Because I have seen people in my surroundings who did self-medication and then they spoiled their cases. And third thing is fight mode. Fight is FEAR, face everything and rise. So whenever you are into any situation, we are into COVID situation today, we need to face the situation. So face, fight, and face everything and rise. So we have to overcome this phase. Till the moment we will not face the trouble, how we will be able to handle that? You have a fear, let this fear to come. What is happening to you physiologically? What is happening to you emotionally? You need to talk out with the people. You need to talk out the doctor. You will take medications. Doctor will say you will be fine. There is nothing as such serious. Again, I would say that it's not most. Just giving an example. Yesterday we heard the news of Rohit Sadana. He has not passed because of COVID. He has passed because of heart
Exactly.
attack. Understand that actually we are having more fear that this may happen to us, and in that fearful position, because the fear is too much high, that's why we are getting more into. And I, in the anxiety phase, I tell that please watch lesser news. I don't know, but when I see certain messages, I'm telling you, because I regularly deal with the patients of suicidal disputes, I don't see group messages at all. If I see, I may forward that message, this you require, I can talk to the person, I may arrange a bed or surrender. But it's giving me anxiety, I avoid. It's nothing wrong in that.
Exactly.
It's nothing wrong in that. What gives you trouble, you can put it off because your health is more important. Then I started thinking, in spite of helping these people in a group, I'm helping my clients now. I'm able to manage with them a good way. It's good enough. You are helping 5 people in a day, you are not helping 10 more people in a day. It's okay. If you are healthy, fine, you can help 100 more people. So first you need to identify what is your level of anxiety and stress. Once you identify, I remember yesterday somebody messaged me, I posted some status on my WhatsApp about why people give up. The person messaged me up that why you didn't post it in a group. I said I don't really read groups. It came into my head, I posted on my WhatsApp. I deal every day, I have a lot of work to do. So it's like you need to identify your limitations. And people in this pandemic is making us realize what are our limitations. People who not plan for future. This pandemic, you need to plan for future. You have to think uncertainty can come at any time. And fear of uncertainty is the most for each and every human being.
Exactly.
So people we are not prepared for living alone in the house without interacting with the outer world. Spending time with self. It's very difficult for most of the world, people in the world. So I would say acknowledge, accept what is bothering you, acknowledge it, and it's putting a boundary for that. You don't want to listen, you don't want to talk, you can say no to the people. So it's okay accepting your boundaries and limitations. Nothing wrong with that. And whoever is saying no to people, don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty at all. You need to love yourself. You don't love yourself, you can't love others.
Exactly.
That's very important. So you need to, I remember yesterday I was telling my cook, please cook delicious food. I want that at least. My mood would be good, yeah. So it's like, this is how you know that what changes your mood. A good music can change your mood. A good movie can change your mood. What boosts your mood? It is very important. When you are anxious, what makes you at comfort? Who makes you at comfort? Who gives you happiness? Who gives a smile on your face? Just identify those things and those people and do those things. That's more important.
Exactly.
Not most important to only help other people. It's also important to take care of yourself so that you can take care of others in the best of them.
Exactly, ma'am, exactly. Amid this pandemic, ma'am, there are a lot of people who are not able to even do the final rite of some persons, or they're not even come to be come there at the funeral. So this is something people actually create this as a guilt in their whole life that they weren't able to. So what can be done in this case?
I would say this. I recently, even last night, even I watched the Barkha Dutt's interview. Her dad passed away, and she was giving interview, and she was even talking about discrimination ground. It was people were not able to cremate their loved ones. So I would feel guilty. You are doing your best. The word accepting your limitations. You can't do beyond your capacity. If a glass has a capacity of 200 milliliter water, you can't pour 250 milliliter water. So same way, if our capacity is lesser, our resources are lesser or limited, we need to accept that. It's not about cribbing about those things. It's about creating more things, creating more facilities. And sometimes in this period of time, you are doing something which is not working it out. Don't get disheartened. One door closes, another opens. And especially when you are losing loved one, it's not only about cremating. These are the rituals. You know the person who went, how much you love. Your heart knows. If you know you did your best of yours, what the rest of the world says, nothing matters.
Exactly.
So when I'm feeling guilty, is that you, and maybe this is the part of an EQ, empathy. We are not empathetic to self, because the people who are not able to identify or accepting their limitations, actually they have the problem about their emotions. We need to accept his or her limitations. Even government is accepting the limitations. We don't have hospitals are accepting the limitations. It's nothing wrong in that. There is no need to get into, I would say, panic. It's not what best ever we can. It goes we goes to the exams. We give our exams in the best way. What happens in that? The results. It's like you do your karmas, result in God's hand. Work as if on you. Pray as if everything depends upon God. So the people who lost their loved ones, I just request to them that have peace in your mind. How much best you can do, you did it. And you did the awesome job. No one else in the world has to say. Don't bring that guilt in your life, because bring somewhere put you on blaming game, and you are putting yourself into depressive phase. Don't do that. You lost your loved one. Remember those times, what good times you spent with the person. In spite of that what you have not done bad, there are 1,000 reasons to find it out. I will say, criticize certain situations, government, everyone. Some things has to happen. It has to happen. You have now to accept it. And this is the phase of acceptance. Acceptance of reality, which is very difficult, hard to digest, but we need to acknowledge and accept.
Exactly, ma'am. You are true.
And help to create the resources. That's all. Resources not for us, for at least other people.
Exactly, ma'am. Exactly. Ma'am, we are really very fortunate enough to have here with you, but because of time constraint, it's the unfortunatest time to say you bye, because you also have your appointment.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for being here on Update India, and I'm sure that the people, our viewers, will get a lot of benefit and a lot of guidance and direction to keep themselves motivated at this time. So thank you so much for, ma'am, being here.
Thanks.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Bye, dear.